How did you lose that 100 pounds?
Working hard, eating the right foods, eating a plant-based vegan diet, and going to the gym 3 hours a day. And I'm the first one at the gym every day. I'm there at 5 a.m., either the gym or the swimming pool.
And you lift 3 days or 5 days a week?
Do I lift?
Yeah.
We're told that we have to spend a day in between.
Right, exactly. So 3 days a week?
I lift 7 days a week. I don't spend a day in between. See, vegans may not be better athletes as because they're vegan, but vegans have the ability to recover so dramatically quicker than non-vegans. And think about it. When we invest all of our energy digesting steak and potato that we had for dinner, it's 6-7 hours, we can't repair the muscle fibers that we tear while we're working out. And we get microscopic tears, and you don't gain strength by working out, by running or biking or swimming. You gain strength by ripping tiny microscopic tears in your muscle, which you repair. So while other people are digesting the food from the energy their body gives them, I am repairing. I lifted 500,000 pounds this morning. And that's not an exaggeration. We have at my gym a FitLink system, which records every single pound of weight one lifts.
I wish they had that in L.A.
Yeah, well, they have it in many gyms. You got to look at FITLINX, and it's a wonderful system. Every rep I do on every machine is recorded. So when I say I lifted 500,000 pounds, it's not a guess. That's my goal every day. I do it. People are astounded when they hear that I do it. And I write a column every day. It's a free column. I have discovered something that nobody knows. And what it is that when people get older, they lose explosive muscle strength in their muscles, in their legs and arms. I now know how to get it. And like I said, I'll be writing that in another week or so. I am rewinding the clock and turning back the age. And you know what? It doesn't cost you anything. I'm not selling a scheme here or a supplement that doesn't work. I'm telling you that if you work out, you're going to feel the difference in a couple of weeks. And you know how many muscles there are in the human body?
No.
Tim?
No.
Nobody knows. There are between 600 and 700, depending on who you speak to. And I'm feeling new muscles grow atop other muscles. I don't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, nor do I want to, but I do want those six-pack abs, and I'll have them in a few months. And my body is gaining strength, and I'm going to be 60 next year. And I'm going to do something that's going to astonish people, because I know the times I'm doing, and I know the workouts. I'm going to do an amazing thing at the New York City Triathlon.
Very exciting. Why milk? Why 2 books on milk, or even 3?
There's probably a few more books coming on milk, because milk represents 40% of what the average American eats. The United States Department of Agriculture, for the last 30 years, has been publishing a book every year called Food Consumption, where they take the 5,000 most common foods down to the gram what the average American eats. Judy Putnam and Jane Allshouse edit this book. And we've found that the average American every day eats a total of 5 ounces of meat, chicken, poultry, pork, fish, of animal protein, and 29.2 ounces a day of milk and dairy.
Wow.
That's amazing, 29.2 ounces to 5 ounces. By the way, multiply 29.2 times 365. That's 666 pounds a year per American. I love that number, 666. That really works for me. That's what we're eating. It's the most dominant food in our diet, and it screws us up so badly with digestion, with mood swings, with irritability. And these are words used by the Townsend Medical Letter, a letter written by doctors for doctors, 500,000 get it, listing 11 symptoms. Listen, Kim, mood swings, depression, and irritability. How many of your listeners might that describe? Raise your hand. I see you. Okay. Mood swings, depression, irritability. If you take a pill of estrogen every day with that progestins and lactoferrins and immunoglobulins and gastrointestinal peptides and hypothalamic hormones, my goodness, it can affect your behavior, and it does.
Why do you say that milk has pus in it? That's really gross.
It is gross, and my job is to make it sound really gross.
No, but really, why pus? Explain it.
Pus is another word for somatic cells. The cow's udder filters 10,000 liters of blood through her udder each day, blood and dead bacteria. And it's dead blood cells and bacteria, which the Food and Drug Administration defines how it defines pus. Pus is composed of dead bacteria and dead white blood cells. That's pus. That's that white, goopy fluid that you don't want coming out of your zits. And if you look at my website, notmilk.com, at the letter Z for zits, you're going to see how the sebaceous glands are are just caused to make this pus and mucus coming out of those acne because of the hormones, specifically a protein hormone called insulin-like growth factor. And people might wonder, hey, it's a cow. It has different hormones different estrogen than human estrogen. And I would respond, well, look at the horses that you don't even know about living in barns that are wrapped in gigantic diapers, and we collect their urine. You know what we make from their urine, Kim?
Yes, the drug that caused cancer for many women, Premarin.
Premarin. You know what Premarin, actually where they got the name?
No.
It's pregnant mare urine, Premarin. That's right. So they get these horses, keep them pregnant, just like they keep cows pregnant, and they're secreting pregnant mare urine, this estrogen, which they use for women. Hey, hormones from other creatures work on humans. And in the animal kingdom, we've got about 4,700 mammals and hundreds of millions of different hormones, and you're not going to find one exactly alike between two species. The odds of finding one exactly alike, that number is greater than the total number of atoms in the universe. So it couldn't happen where there's one exactly alike. Guess what, Kim? There is one.
What?
Human and cow share the same powerful growth hormone. It's called IGF-1. It's the subject, look in the paper today about Lance Armstrong, how they're investigating the bicyclist who said he didn't take anything, or the baseball players, which the Balco investigation. IGF-1 is the most powerful growth hormone in the human body. It has 70 amino acids, identical sequence between human and cow. It's also been identified as the key factor in the growth of every human breast cancer. So if you want to have a cow in your backyard and drink that IGF-1 hormone, which she naturally makes, it's just the wrong thing. Ready to play trivia, Kim?
Sure.
Okay, what country has the highest rate of breast cancer?
Isn't it the United States or is it England?
It's Denmark, followed by Norway, Holland, and Sweden.
Is that because of no sun?
It's because they drink the most milk and eat the most cheese. When you say no sun, which country has the highest rate of osteoporosis?
That I don't know. U.S.?
Denmark, followed by Norway, Holland, and Sweden. I'll try another question.
If I lose the third time, I'm not going to do this.
Highest rate of heart disease, Kim?
Highest rate of heart disease? Us.
No, it's Denmark, Norway, Holland, and Sweden. We'll try another one until you get it right.
I want to get the fourth one right.
You got it. I'm going to put two diseases. Which countries have the highest rates of diabetes and asthma?
Denmark, Holland, and Norway.
Yay, give that girl a cigar.
Right on, let's hear it. You're a wild thing, aren't you?
They don't want to debate. The last time the head of the dairy industry, Greg Miller, debated me on national television, he said, Mr. Cohen doesn't have any degree. I have a doctorate. And furthermore, the hormones in milk cannot possibly work on you because they're destroyed in the stomach. I looked at the camera on Fox Health, national TV show, and I said, well, that is certainly good news. In other words, a nursing mother passes nothing on to her infant. Is that your position, Dr. Miller, or the dairy industries? He said, well, it supplies some nurturing benefit. I said, so the lactoferrins and immunoglobulins, the higher IQ, the protection from diseases, those things don't get through because they're destroyed in the stomach. Is that what you're saying? He said, well, there's some debate. Yeah, of course there's some debate. You're an idiot and I'm not. I'm citing real science. You're not. You're doing marketing to sell your product, and I'm telling people the problem. The problem is that people want answers to their diseases. You want to feel good? Go 7 days, don't drink any milk, don't eat any cheese or yogurt, not even Parmesan cheese on your pasta. And on day 8, this is part of the plan, go out and have your pizza for dinner and ice cream for dessert, and let me know how you feel on day 9. Because you're going to create an extra 3 quarts of mucus evenly spread throughout your body, kidney, spleen, pancreas. You're going to have your mucus in your blood, and it's going to mess you up, and you better have an extra roll of Charmin nearby because your digestion is going to be messed up. Try the not milk test for 7 days. See how you feel. And everybody feels this. It's just not some people. It's everyone. You don't want 3 extra quarts of mucus in your body.
How has the FDA responded to your work?
They banned me for a year that I couldn't speak with anybody there. Then they take many of the things seriously that I have done and said behind the scenes. They don't want to cause any political ramifications. After all, these are people who work for a living and have careers. But I found the Food and Drug Administration to be very reactive if I could send them the evidence. For example, I'll give you an example. Monsanto created the genetically engineered bovine growth hormone. 15 years ago, I alerted the Food and Drug Administration that they had made many mistakes in making it. This is something the research hadn't shown, but I had some whistleblowers. I did my own research, And I'll give you one of those mistakes. By accident, they created a new